A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kaplan Professional Middle East. So before I start the session, let me check if audio, video, screen share, all clear. Can you hear me? So there is a chat box. Please type in the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, all clear. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, today webinar is, as you are aware, for CFA Level 1, Chartered Financial Analyst Level 1, which is just the start of a wonderful journey. And today's session is also amazing because what we have done at Kaplan Professional Middle East, we brought some real actual stories by some of our CFA warriors who recently simply smashed CFA exam. So I will not take much time by them because I know they are now getting ready for CFA level 2 exam. So that's why intentionally I have kept 2 minutes interview for one or two candidates for the CFA level 1 exam, which they have recently passed. What was their approach, what they have done. Even you can ask any question that, hey boss, the typical exam question that, hey, how much time it will take to pass CFA level 1 exam, and they will share a very honest opinion with you. And then definitely I'm here and I will discuss in detail that what is your journey for the CFA exams. Ladies and gentlemen, before I continue, let me introduce myself. I am Bilal, head of CFA at Kaplan Professional Middle East. Yes, of course, I am the chartered financial analyst. I'm also CMA. I'm also ECCA, which was my first certification, and one is missing. I can type here myself. I'm also the CPA, which is actually the Chartered Public Accountant. I started my career from Deloitte International. It's one of the big 4 audit firm. So professional skepticism is very natural in my mind. And that is one of the very important tools by a financial analyst as well. Then I switched to island of Mauritius, and I was the senior financial analyst and lead trainer in BSP Group Mauritius. Then my ultimate passion, it brought me back in Backers and Partners. It's an equity brokerage company, you know, how to analyze Coke share, Apple share, let's say McDonald's share. I'm feeling hungry, so my examples typically will be for the burger, pizza, etc. But anyways, after working at Backers and Partners, when I joined back in 2017, the Kaplan Professional Middle East, I was the head of equity research. And now at Kaplan Professional Middle East, from 2017 onwards, I'm providing services as a head of CFA and teaching in CFA and some other corporate courses. So this was my brief introduction. Even it's mentioned here that I'm teaching from 10 years. Honestly, this is my 14th year of the teaching, and because it's my passion, so that's why I'm continuing in this area. Now, before I tell you about CFA, what are the topics covered by CFA? What is the structure, style of the CFA? What is the target market after doing or during your CFA journey? And about Kaplan, about your exam, about examination body, about fee structure. So I would like to welcome to some of our, super duper warriors, and I will take their time just 1 minute before that. Let me introduce first of all the Kaplan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you heard about Fortune 500 companies, so the world's largest stock market is the New York Stock Exchange. In that stock exchange, there are 500 largest companies in the world, like Apple, Cisco, and then, let's say Walmart, McDonald's and other companies. So we are the part of those Fortune 500 companies. Yes, we have 80 plus years of experience in the industry, specifically in the training. And even from last 60 years, if you ask any CFA charter holder, even when I was not the part of the Kaplan, that, hey boss, what was your study material? They will tell you that, oh, we use actually the Schweizer notes, which is the product of the Kaplan. I will show you that amazing product, which is the only benchmark in the industry to pass your CFA exam. Yes, we have 1 million plus delegates, including CFA, ACCA, CPA, CMA, and many more courses. And we have 1,000 plus educational partners, and we have 10,000 plus business clients. And I will take one name at least out of them. Even today, I have a session with Saudi Aramco, the largest oil company in the world. I will not say it's the largest company in the world, because back in 2019, when it was issuing the IPO, at that time it was the largest company, and I was there. I was the part of that IPO on behalf of Kaplan. But then Amazon crossed, or some other companies crossed. How they crossed, even we will discuss during CFA journey. So our agenda is, I will first discuss some success stories, and that will only take, I will take from lovely Mr. Karan and Alan. I will take your 2 or 3 minutes maximum. And I know then you have to get ready for level 2 exam. And then I will discuss with you then about CFA qualification. Then what are the career opportunities and job positions in the market? Definitely not after CFA, but during your CFA journey. After that, even what are the changes in the CFA exam in 2022? By the way, a lot of material is changed from 2021 to 2022. I will discuss about those changes. Then how we at Kaplan can support, how we can tell you that you have to believe in yourself, that there is something, big in you, which is, bigger than all the obstacles of CFA. So we are here for your support. And at the end, we will give you a demo lecture. The objective of demo lecture is that, let's say if you are joining face-to-face, or if you are joining live online, how it looks like. So even that amazing lecture, I will not waste your time. That will be only 15 minutes, by the way, right? So even I will, continue at that time. Before I start, ladies and gentlemen, can you, definitely your names I can see here in the chat box. Can you share your background? For example, your background is from IT, from engineering, from accounting or finance, or if you are working professional in accounting or finance, or a full-time student. So it will give me some idea that what is the background of the candidates who are joining this session. So I welcome all of you. Please type one line. Definitely your name is here. What is your educational background? For example, accounting, finance, IT, law, or anything, chartered accountancy, ACCA, whatever. So please type. It will give me some idea that who is my audience. And then I will start 2 important interviews of 3 minutes each, and then we will continue. Yes, please type in the chat box. Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Junaid, Osama. Okay, Sayyid Osama, I will respond. I will respond, definitely. Oh, Junaid, so you are just in my neighbor, by the way, with a background of finance. Oh, good. So, Suleiman, Maria. Okay, great. Okay, so I will respond to these questions. Good, Halima. Okay. Jamal, good. Hassan. Okay, good. Thank you everyone for all the names which I can see here. So candidates, I will respond to all these questions in detail. Definitely I will respond in detail to all these questions, because there are some questions. Okay, so even I will share my own story with you, as my background is from engineering, by the way, many years back. And thanks to one of the person who actually told me about, accountancy and finance career, and I came, and I'm very happy for that. Trust me, I'm very happy for that, because the growth is unlimited in this career. So candidates, before I give you the responses, let me discuss with you. Karan, can you hear me? And can you unmute yourself?
Hi, Bilal. Good evening. Yes, I can hear you well.
Thank you so much for giving us the time. And Karan, I would like to ask, and I will be very honest, and I'm very straightforward, and Karan know this in the classes.
Yes, sir.
That it's not the way of marketing, honestly. So please give a very, very honest opinion on all these factors, which I'm going to ask you. So Karan, how
For
was your
sure.
CFA journey? Do you think it was okay? It was, how much effort was required? So first of all, tell me, what is your overall opinion on that when you passed level 1 after that?
The journey has been really good, Bilal, and the effort was definitely required, but then it was equally rewarding, not in just in terms of the result. Of course, the result went my way, but in terms of the actual understanding, the way you guys had explained stuff and the way we read the curriculum design of CFA per se, it's like really good for somebody to understand the introduction of finance. I can say it was a really good experience for me.
Okay, Karan, one more thing. Can you tell me which resources you used? So be very honest in that. Definitely you are honest, but very straightforward.
I rely completely on Kaplan's Treasure Notes, the online bank Q bank, which Kaplan provides. And then just like UP suggested, it was some of the end of chapter questions from CFA curriculum, but that's about it. My major source of study material was the Treasure Notes of
So have you
Kaplan.
done, by the way, now asking you a personal thing, have you done those end of chapter questions which I suggested you personally?
Sir, to be honest with you, the reason I passed it is because I followed exactly the prep method which you had told. You told me go through Kaplan. We went through notes. You told me go through the end of chapter questions. I had gone through the chapter questions, and I passed primarily because I followed the method which you had prescribed.
Okay. And one more thing. So do you think it's like 16 hours a day, you have to study, or is it like that you have to be consistent 2-3 hours a day, you are keep on studying, and then you can smash your CFA level 1 exam?
Honestly, sir, it's consistency. Now, I might say something which you may not like. Like you used to always say that make full utilization of your weekends. Now, to be honest with you, there was not a single Friday where I opened a book.
Oh,
That's because
don't
I
tell me.
knew, yeah. But that's because I was confident that I was consistent on the rest of the 6 days, every day giving 2 hours. So I knew I could enjoy my Fridays because rest of the days I was successful.
Okay.
So rest of the days I was consistent. So consistency is absolutely required.
Thank you for very honest opinion, because I tell the candidates, hey boss, you have to do work in Friday or Saturday, just to convince them that you have to capitalize them. But thank you so much for sharing all of this. And I really appreciate your presence here. And I wish you best of luck. Let's catch up with the lovely topics of CFA level 2 in the level 2 sessions. Thank you so much, Karan, again.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Candidates, I have not actually included here. I will show you the names. There is a long list of the successful candidates, but I just based on time management. So Alan, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself quickly, just for 2 minutes?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bilal. Yeah.
So Alan, what is your say? You just heard the Karan, your fellow, but what is your say? What was your overall approach in CFA level 1 just to pass?
So for level 1, as you know, the volume of the material is immense. So consistency, like Karan said, and like you keep saying that consistency is very important, and it cannot be said enough, because that is what was key for me to ace this exam, because just because of how big this volume is. And the Kaplan notes, the classes, and the Q bank especially, all of them played a really important role in my success, because everything is so exam focused, from the classes to the Q bank to the material. Like you say like I remember, I think it was either you or Yasir sir, in the class, he said that if you try underlining everything in the Kaplan book, you'll underline the whole book, because everything is very exam focused, and that really helped me a lot. And so did the Q bank, and yeah, it really made my journey much smoother. But yes, the effort was immense, and I'm
And are
happy
you
with
ready
how
for
it
the
turned
level
out.
2 challenge now, right?
Yes, I am. I feel
So
uncomfortable.
I'm going to give you big challenges. Okay, let's catch up in the classes. And Alan, just one more thing. Have you done Q Bank, question bank, which we provide you from Schweizer Notes?
Yes, I have done it, and I think I've almost completed it before the exam.
You completed it, right?
Yeah, so I almost completed the Q bank, and I have to say, it really, really does give you a really good impression of how the exam style questions will be, because I feel like if you've done the treasure end of chapter questions and the Q bank, and as well as the mock, you are in a very good place to give the exam. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you so much for joining us. And now take your time. And I know it's the celebration time by you and with your family and with your friends. Thank you so much for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, let's continue now. Let me tell you what is the CFA qualification and some other important factors. Before that, there are few questions by some of the candidates. Let me even address those questions. Otherwise, I'm getting old and I can forget that stuff that what was actually required by some of the candidates. So first of all, there was a question that if you are working in the real estate market, so some of my fellow CFA charter holders, they are working in the real estate market. And trust me, in CFA level 1, level 2, level 3, there is a topic alternative investments. That alternative investments topic actually ensure that you are getting idea about real estate market. Trust me, when I teach that topic, I open Emirates Read. Emirates, it's like I'm not marketing any stuff, but I show this actual example in the class. I open their financials, their annual report. So similarly, there is a ENBD Read, just like a real estate company, a real estate investment trust, they are managing this. So similarly, we discuss about the mark properties or, MR or many more companies. So even if you are working on the real estate side or commodity side, the CFA have a complete topic with the name of alternative investments, which I'm going to show you shortly. And that is only made for these things. And even your financial skills are 100% applicable in those areas. So that's why I will be very, very honest with you that yes, this is a relevant area. And definitely then when you will do the CFA, it's not only the real estate market, it will give you a very, very broader exposure. So I was in accounting and audit side. And then I realized based on some survey, which I will tell you what are those surveys, that the finance actually is going to be highlighted in all over the world. So that's why I came in this area, which actually now I can target equity market, bond market, real estate market, any type of financial analysis you are equipped through CFA. So that's why that is the relevant thing. Now, candidates, let me continue with the ABC of the CFA qualification. First of all, CFA is Chartered Financial Analyst. It's a US-based certification. And trust me, even I am equipped with CMA, ACCA, and CPA, and some other certifications. But trust me, whenever I attend some international webinars, I only give one introduction that I'm CFA charter holder. And that is more than enough. That is really, really more than enough, right? So it is globally recognized certification. If definitely, it's type of prestige or respect in the finance industry. So the expertise or knowledge or exposure which you are getting about CFA, that is simply amazing. Even I will be very honest with you, I was actually doing audit of Pepsi company, one of the subsidiary of Pepsi company. One day I was on audit, very proud auditor. One day on the client side, a CFA charter holder came and he said to me, Bilal, can I ask you a question about inventory? What is inventory? I will discuss in demo lecture. I said, yes, I'm the champion of International Accounting Standard 2 inventory. You can ask me anything. And he asked me one question in an analytical way. I was so called professional and I was surprised how even a person can think about that inventory in this way. So I said, hey boss, are you the chartered accountant? He said, no, I'm CFA charter holder. So you are simply following accounting rule. And we know how actually these accounting rules or change in accounting rules, they are impacting ultimately the company financial statements. Trust me, on that day, I decided in Deloitte that I have to do CFA. So this was my start of the CFA. Now, after CFA, the question is in which sectors you can go. So the asset management, very well-known sector, investment banking, merger and analysis. In UAE, there are a lot of mergers or, acquisitions recently. So all of them were actually supported by CFA charter holder. My area, equity. So equity stand for, stock market analysis. So this is actually my area of expertise, including research. Then risk management. Yes, if you are in banking, and you are then equipped with CFA in risk management, definitely you can go at the strategic apex. Then private equity, there are a lot of venture capital funds here in within UAE or within Middle East and in all over the world. So these venture capital funds, these real estate companies, these hedge funds, then these private equity or management buyout, or these infrastructure funds, all they employ actually the CFA charter holders. Then corporate banking, a very, very common area, capital markets, including fixed income, wealth management. Then there is very important area, derivatives, one of my favorite as well. Then quantitative analytics, trading. So all these are portfolio management, credit analysis, consultancy, or even you can become an accountant, but I do not recommend, by the way, after doing CFA, you should not become accountant. Okay. So all these are the potential areas where during CFA or even after completion of your CFA, there are around 8 areas where you can target these markets to outperform or to provide services. Now, what is your journey to achieve this? These 3 letters I say, if you have not completed CFA, you cannot write partially completed CFA. Even in your books, it's mentioned that how even on LinkedIn or with your name, on your card, anywhere, how to write this CFA, even that detail is given. So my dear candidates, for the CFA, the bachelor's degree is required in any area. And then to get your CFA certification at the end, 4 years of experience is required. Your level 1 exams, as you can see in 2022, they are held in Feb, then May, then August, then November. By the way, for this webinar, we are targeting August exam window. So Karan or Alan, they were here. They recently attempted in November exam window, then they got their results in Jan, and now they are also targeting August level 2 exam. But for level 1, your window will be August. So in the month of August, there will be 7 days where you can book your slot and you can sit for the amazing CFA level 1 exam. Then level 2 exams, their windows are there. In level 1 exam, there are 180 multiple choice questions. And the good news, when I did CFA level 1, there were 4 options, A, B, C, D. Now, after each MCQ, there are only 3 options. So I can say that even if you are not aware what is the response, still there is 33.3% probability that you can respond in a right way. So 180 multiple choice questions, then there are 2 hours, 15 minutes first session, 15 minutes break, then again 2 hours and 15 minutes. And again, a good news, when I attempted level 1, level 2, level 3, it was a 6 hours exam, 9 to 5 with 2 hours break. So there was a lot of pressure. Now that pressure game is reduced. So students feel comfortable in 4 hours and 30 minutes exam. Results are generally out after your exam 60 days. And in long term, the passing percentage is between 37 to 43, or you should say most likely 43, 48. In that range, passing percentages there. Then level 2 exams or level 3 exams you have to attempt. Then you have to show the relevant experience, and relevant experience is generally risk management. Whatever I highlighted, all that is relevant experience, and then you can get your CFA charter. Remember, CFA charter you can only get once you have completed all 3 levels plus your relevant work experience. And one thing, you may need a CFA charter holder when you are going to get your charter. Why? Because even if some CFA is working in your company, or even if some CFA is working in another company, but if that person said that, hey, I know this person, and yes, this person have the relevant experience, so the CFA, trust me, have a lot of importance of their CFA charter holder, you might have at that time, you might have to contact with me. Just kidding, by the way. So candidates, as I told you, there are Feb, May, August, or November windows in 2022. Windows mean 4 times when you can attempt CFA level 1 exam. Format, I told you, 180 multiple choice questions, and then the split is between these minutes. Okay, after that, this is very, very important area. In CFA, only the hard work is not required. It's the combination of hard work, but the smart work is very, very important. Again, I'm going back to Mr. Karan comment, and he told me today, by the way, I told him, not him, there are around 25 students in that batch I can recall. And I will show you all their names and even their images in this class, in this session, that they passed and now they are in our presentation. And I wish you best of luck. And I believe many of you or all of you, your names will appear in my next webinar, and I will invite you to discuss with those candidates that how you smashed the CFA exam. By the way, I will show you all those names. So I told these candidates, hey boss, you have to work, you have to work really hard to study in CFA on Friday, Saturday, or on weekends. But honestly, a consistent approach is more required, and I will discuss that in detail. There are ethical and professional standards. These are 15 to 20% of your exam, and they are very, very easy, theory portion. Then financial reporting and analysis. Its new name is financial statement and analysis. That is one of the change. It is 13 to 17% of the exam. The first two topics were actually my competitive advantage when I actually attempted CFA level 1 exam. Then equity investments, stock market evaluation, very, very interesting topic and very easy topic for exam point of view. Then fixed income, bond, how to invest in bond, how to invest in money markets, that we will guide you. And it all start from zero. We will never assume that you have some prior knowledge. So it is starting from zero. Don't worry about that. We are here to support you. Then quantitative methods, it's about probability, time value of money. Economics, we will discuss that when COVID came, why the UK government, their market interest rate was 2%, why they brought it on 0.1%, or even why the Dubai or Abu Dhabi or UAE government, they are starting new project, how starting new project influence the economy, and then how economy goes up, why the tax rate or VAT is 5% in the UAE, and why it is 15% in KSA, and why it is even higher percentage, why even corporate taxes are very higher in Japan and very low in UAE. So we will discuss all these things practically from economics. After that, we have corporate finance, portfolio management, or even in portfolio management, my wonderful example, I asked some candidate, hey boss, from all out of you, tell me about your date of birth if you want, what are your future plans, when you want to get retired, and let's do the portfolio management or wealth planning for you. So if you can do for yourself, then you can do for your clients as well. Then derivatives, which is options or forward futures, and alternative investments. By the way, this alternative investments actually is very important area. Its weight is low, 5 to 8% of exam, but it covers commodities, private equity, real estate, infrastructure, funds, hedge funds. Okay, so all these alternative investments we will discuss. Now, what are few changes? Because quite possible some candidates who have attempted CFA level 1 exam before, and they need some more guideline. So first of all, there are some readings, in CFA, we never say chapter. The chapter is called reading. So some chapters or readings are removed. Thanks God, reading 5, global investment performance standard is removed. And there are some newly important readings which are added in your CFA level 1 exam. Definitely now you cannot get exposure that what are these readings. When we will start our CFA journey, then we will tell you what are exam focused issues. So in each of our class, we tell the candidates, this is the content, these are the exam focused points. And even this is my very routine habit, not only me, but all the 8 CFA charter holders. By the way, we are the only company in the region which have 8 CFA charter holder, a very, very dedicated team. We do not use or utilize any freelancer because we believe our full-time super duper CFA charter holders, what they can do the magic, and the results I will show you definitely in the ending slides. No one can else compete us. Okay, so this is a proud, you can say, but yes, we have that image in the market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so these are few important syllabus changes. Now, let me tell you, this is actually what the fee is, which you are going to pay the CFA body. It's not Kaplan fee. So you can see here, there is one-time program enrollment fee, which is $450. Exam registration fee is $1,000 and a total of $1,450. Remember, this is the fee which you will pay to the CFA Institute, and they will give you the date that in August, in these dates or on this time, which you will choose, you can sit for your exam. And even they will send you the CFA curriculum. Actually, CFA have their own books, and we always recommend the candidate, don't start or even don't think about those books, because only economics have 600 pages. So do you think you can attempt for August exam if you started their books? By the way, you can attempt August exam if you started those books, but not August 2022, likely chance August 2024. So that's why the Schweitzer books, they are created by Kaplan company. So they are the industry benchmark. Back in 2006, when I did my CFA, even at that time, I was using the same when I was not the part of Kaplan. So it's the world standard in all over the industry. Now, how we can help you in your CFA journey? Ladies and gentlemen, we at CFA, we have a very dedicated team. For your batch, there will be a dedicated student relationship officer, and we have the full-time CFA charter holders, and I'm going to show their images and even their introduction. And then we have face-to-face options, we have the line online options, and we have the blend of both of them. You can even join live online face-to-face. Then we will provide, each class is recorded, and that recorded class you can see anytime if you have missed. Let me share with you some of the resources. Let me share with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually one of our CFA level 1 batch. And this website, which I'm showing you, this is our Kaplan Professional Middle East website. You will get a login, and then this type of page will be open. Then this is the schedule, that what are your, for example, even this is mentioned, exam tips. So even schedule cover everything, which class at what time, or all these things, they will be discussed. After that, if you are joining live online, you can see on the left side, live online Zoom links are available. If you, in revision, we will provide you the passmates. By the way, students, they are crazy about passmates, because this is the success. This is our competitive advantage, that in revision, forget about your books. We have a fantastic summary. And trust me, even we love that summary. And that, summary ensure that this is the summary, and then solve question, and you can pass easily your CFA exam. Then we have question and answers, and this is important. Let me show you one thing. By the way, dear candidates, this is the in-class video. Let's say if you missed some portion, or let's say if you want to revise some key concept. So I can show you for every lecture. By the way, these are, don't worry about long revision. So I can show you Mr. Shiv Mehta, one of our superstar CFA trainer. So he's actually accrued interest. So even you can see, by the way, the dedication. We even do not draw a line in the class. We are very, very professional for that. So our notes are clear. Even without video, you can revise those notes, and notes are real magic. That, okay, we know, we are not telling you what actually in CFA exam will be there, because that is not allowed by CFA Code of Ethics. Okay, so do not report to CFA. But we will tell you that what are likely chances, what are exam focused points, which are actually tested in CFA exam. So yes, we are going to share those tips. After that, even the class notes will be updated. For example, you can see here, I will show you just randomly. So these are, you can see, and what a handwriting. I don't have such wonderful handwriting, but you can see these are the class notes. So even slides will be there, but these are the class notes, very clear, and you will get idea that even if you want to study, then trust me, we are here to support you to smash your CFA exam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our LMS, Learning Management System. You have the videos, you have the class notes, you have the passmates, you have everything on this website. Plus, when you will get enrolled, we will also give you the access to the real magic, what Karan was actually telling me. Have you heard Karan and Alan were talking about question bank, Q bank? So that is actually Schweitzer question bank. So this is the Schweitzer portal, another website for which you will get the access, and then you can open quiz. So let's say there are 10 topics. You can choose any topic for which you want to do the practice. even within that topics, then you can choose any, particular chapter or reading, and then that will show you the question. And then you can just use like this, if you want to continue to question number 2, question number 3, then how much percentage of the questions you have done, what are your scores, do you want to do the wrong questions again, do you want to highlight anything? So trust me, this is the real magic which only the Kaplan Professional Middle East is going to share with you. So this is our product, and proudly saying this is the industry benchmark from the last 60 years in the CFA market. So this was our overview. So my dear candidates, let me introduce our superstar team. All of them are our full-time CFA charter holder. By the way, I'm Bilal. You can see here, my team have mentioned me as a CPA as well. So we have the lovely Yasser. Look at the number of certifications by Yasser, and all of them are CFA charter holders, because I will not take any name, but no non-CFA charter holder can come in our class. We have the first criteria that the person should be the CFA charter holder. We never use, freelancers or anyone else who have no CFA. This is very clear. Then one of my favorite trainer, Mr. Shannon Thomas. Oh, you can join him on LinkedIn and you can see the magic what he's doing in the market. Then fantastic Rahul. So Rahul is very, very senior trainer. Then Mr. Murtaza is the CFA charter holder. I was running the video for Mr. Shiv Mehta, very, very clear and very, very professional trainer. Then Kunal Doshi is doing his magic in CFA, and then Rahul is also the CFA charter holder. So we have this dedicated team for all the CFA batches which we are running in this market. Now, candidates, we have two types of resources. So first of all, you can attend our classes face-to-face. We are here at Sheikh Zayed Road in DIFC. Second option, you can go for live online session, or even we will provide you the study materials. So in face-to-face class, and this is important for you, so we have around 150 plus hours. So we have increased recently the number of hours just to support our CFA candidates. So you will get the very detailed, schedule, and accordingly you have to attend those classes. Second thing, I will never tell you, hey boss, ABC company is doing this. I will tell you that how back in 2009, the Volvo company, how their sales director did some accounting fraud. I will tell you in KSA, the Mobile, how they were doing increase in sales. I will tell you what is the difference between Microsoft and Apple, how they choose accounting rules and regulations. I will tell you that in stock market, what is happening with the Apple share, and why Apple generally split its share back in 9th June in 2013, why the share was split. Each share was split into 7 shares. What was the reason? So we, all CFA charter holders, practically talk about companies, so that if after passing your level 1, you are entering in the market, you are attending some interview, you have the industry exposure, and you know what is happening in the industry. After that, in each of our class, we prepare our own summary, which is called EF, exam focus summary. For example, after 3 hours, 15 minutes class, 15 minutes, I'm telling you in advance because I will take that time from you. Okay. And that is for your best interest. So in my 3 hours class, at the end of the class, I just start this type of open page and I write on the top of the page, for example, exam focused summary. So what you have covered in 3 hours, I start a summary. And while writing this, I ask the candidates, hey boss, you know this? So yes, if you know this, then it means you are ready to attempt your exam questions from your question bank, which is the Schweitzer question bank. So after that, in class practice questions, then we have doubt clearing sessions. And in revision, we have again generally 6 full days of the revision, and generally we utilize weekend on the revision. During revision, we will solve 300 plus MCQs even in the revision, generally around 400 MCQs during regular classes. And most of the things will be covered here in the class. Then exam tips, pass mates, which is very, very important product. And we will provide you at the end revision, not before that. Okay. And then you will also sit for some mock exams. And we will tell you that, yes, you are now ready for the exam. and just smash your CFA exams. Second option is live online. Ladies and gentlemen, each class is actually the recorded class. Even you can join face to face. The same class will be live online. And if you missed any class, then even the recording will be in the LMS. You can even watch that recording. And even after that, doubt clearing sessions are there. I'm always here in office. Even today, some candidates came and they asked me some practical questions because while doing work, they were facing some problems, let's say some numerics, and they can discuss with me. And the next thing, which I will not open due to some practical reasons, that is the WhatsApp group support. You all guys will be the part of a WhatsApp group. That is, for each batch, we have the separate WhatsApp group. We all CFA charter holders, your trainers, will be the part of that group. And in that group, even day or night, anytime, if you are studying and you face any problem, just take an image and then share with us. Even your colleagues can comment, or even we CFA charter holders, we will respond you, and someone always respond within minutes. And then you can get idea what is happening. Even I just took an initiative. We are sharing audio notes with the candidates. So what one day it came in my mind that let's say if you are driving or you are free and you want to revise some chapter quickly. So in WhatsApp group, there is one 4 to 5 minute, audio note summary, and you can quickly revise all that. So the 100% support from the Kaplan Professional Middle East will be there. And even I'm not a motivational speaker, but yes, we will provide you the counseling sessions. Then recently we at KPMG, Mubadla or Ardia, and in different companies, we just sent our candidates who were actually performing really well, and now they are working. So we have, as I discussed with you, the largest team of the CFA charter holders, then longest history of the successful candidates. And let me show you some, before I show you the study materials, let me show you one thing which is important. So Mr. Ali recently, he passed, Tane passed, then Karan, then Murli, Alan, Ahmed, and then it's a long, actually, you can see here a lot of names, but images are not there. So it's a long story. There are some testimonials. So we have a big, story, actual story that our students recently, they simply smashed the CFA exams. Now, before that, before I go for the demo lecture and before I take your questions, ladies and gentlemen, these are actually the Schweitzer notes. So on the screen, you can see there are books. So these books are actually called, this is that magic which everyone need in the market. This is our Kaplan product, Schweitzer notes. These are small books. So your routine will be, you have to attend the class. After that class, just revise quickly or take a go through of the class notes. After that, you have to just take a review of these, books, and then you have to solve with that magical question bank. And after that, you are ready for the exam. So even step by step, we will tell you step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and now give us the mock exam and sit for your exam. So yes, these are our notes. Candidates, I already introduced the learning management system. I have shown you that learning management system. And even I told you that what is the candidate support, which we are providing to all the candidates. Here are some companies for which we provide the placement opportunities. And even I have shown you a long list of all the candidates who recently passed. And even these are few testimonials. But honestly, we have a lot of stories, a long list of CFA charter holders at our office who cleared CFA exams with us. Now, candidates, now the most important thing from Kaplan side, which I would like to share with you, are prep course for your batch, for which enrollments are also already there and limited seats are available. So our start date is 7th of March. So in Dubai, our start date is 7th of March. In Abu Dhabi batch, our start date is 28th of Feb. Then our ending date for the regular classes, not for revision, that is 24th of June in Dubai. Then the days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and our class timing will be from 6:30 to 9:30. And in Ramadan, because Ramadan will be there, it will be 8:30 to 10:30, the 2 hours class. Due to any reason, if you cannot come face to face, even you can join live online. from your mobile phone even. If even you, due to some practical reason, you have missed some class, recorded video session will be there. And for any doubts, we are here for the doubt clearing sessions. After that, or even we will give you class wise that in this lecture, we will cover quants, here accounting, here finance, here this. So the detailed schedule will be there by our lovely sales team once you are registered for the CFA Level 1 exam. Your revision program will start on 23rd of July and it will end on 7th of August. Days for the revision will be Saturday and Sunday, the new weekends, and the time of the revision will be 9 to 6 p.m. So it's a full day revision for the 6 days, and that dedicated revision will actually ensure that this was the last step for the journey of CFA Level 1, and then you can sit for your CFA exams. Now, generally, I'm a CFA charter holder, and I can show you this slide on behalf of my sales team. I can discuss with you. So for CFA Level 1, the complete package, which have, books, then there is a BA2 plus financial calculator, which is only calculator allowed in CFA exam. Then all your online access, for example, for learning management system, for the question bank, for videos, for everything in all resources, which are typically required to pass CFA exam, they are now at a discounted price of 11,145 dirham. But if you want to go only for the preparation program, not for the revision, then that discounted package is in 9,340. Then if you are going for revision program only, it will be 4,883. And even Schweitzer books you can buy from us because they are the most demanding product, which is 2258. But for your ease and for your understanding, I believe around all of you, if you are sitting for CFA Level 1 exam, then Enhanced Prep Pro, enhanced mean it includes revision, it includes regular classes, books, all materials, that is in 11,145, right? So 5% discount for all those candidates who have attended this webinar, and it will be, yes, discount will be available. And even the new thing which is introduced by Kaplan, we will also give you the financial modeling classes. So 2 days of financial modeling, we will start from a blank sheet, Excel sheet, and finally we will develop that how to analyze Apple company. Let's say a Coke company share price is $50. What should be its share price? Should we buy? Should we sell? How to make this type of calculation, which is called intrinsic value calculation. So even that is actually something which you will get not only in regular classes, but 2 full days will be dedicated for this. And trust me, you will see they are one of the most important thing for you to sit in any interview or to talk anything in the market. Okay. After that, this is live online program that was for face-to-face. For live online, our enhanced or complete package is 9,500. So some students, if they want to attend live online, it is in 9,500. If you want to only conduct prep, it is 6,500, revision is in 3,500, books cost is same, and the same rules are applied here. Candidates, because we are very, very careful about, law and regulations and their implications. So when you will enter here at Kaplan premises, thermal checks are there, then masks are mandatory. By the way, I'm alone here in this room, so that's why I'm not using mask, okay? Sanitization is there. Even classrooms are bigger so that all the candidates, they follow the social distancing practices. Now, before I start a very small demo lecture, and I will take only 10 to 15 minutes, my dear candidates, if you have any question, feel free to type here in the chat box. So I'm here to respond. If you have any question, any practical question, theoretical question about CFA, about anything, please share with me. So I'm just waiting for your questions. Anything, please feel free to ask. So I can see here a lot of names. Even if you want to ask me that how much it is difficult, how much time is required. So no, the payment is not required. You can even actually, you can discuss this with the sales team, but all the payment is not required fully to be made in advance. You can go with checks or multiple options are available. please discuss with Miss Sandy or with our sales team. But yes, flexibility is there, but they will guide you what is the process. Okay, even this is very, I was thinking someone should ask me that how much you should study. By the way, studying time depend on your background. For example, if your background is already from accounting and finance, definitely that will give you some advantage, not ultimate advantage, because CFA is something else. Okay. But there is mentioned that around 300 hours, if you study for CFA level 1, including classes, you can easily pass. But some people, even they study 200, some study 400. It depends on you. What I'm telling you, and what is my style of telling in the first class, attend the class, revise your class notes. Let's say 3 hours class notes, you can revise in 10-15 minutes. After that, in a week, there are 3 classes. Before you sit for the next class, you have to only study the relevant Schweizer notes, which are or you will feel practically while studying those notes that all these things you have already covered with CFA charter holders. So we are very professional. We know even which wording is used there. We know our time management. We know our each minute. So trust me, after exam focus summaries, audio notes, or videos, then you will be very comfortable in reading Schweizer notes. And around on average, I should not make this type of commitment. You should say, if daily you are giving 1 hour, 2 hour, but you are consistent, consistency is more important thing. I'm not asking you to study for 8 hours or 9 hours. Don't do that. That is not even relevant. Just be consistent 2-3 hours daily, or otherwise more hours at weekend, and you can smash easily your CFA exams. But good question, and thank you, Suleiman, for asking this. Yes, any other question, candidates? Jamal, very, very good question, and I don't want to discuss anything about anyone else. What is our style? I will tell you. By the way, what you are referring, that is a very summarized form. We do not believe in that summarized form. For example, when I start financial statements analysis, there is a subject. How I start, I will tell you today. So I will only take 10-15 minutes and I will tell you how we teach. So Jamal, here, instead of giving you some idea, which is, just by oral wording, I will give you the practical exposure, and that you will see the same discussion will be in your first class, because hopefully for your batch, I will be starting your batch. Okay. So how I will start, I will show you right now after a few minutes. Let me take few questions. Yes. Any other question? Anything else, candidates? Okay. If you have more questions, feel free to ask me, and not only based on Mr. Jamal question, but this is our style at Kaplan Professional Middle East. 10 to 12 minutes only. I will not take extra time. Okay. So only 10 minutes, a demo lecture, how we start any topic. We never teach directly. We never open our slides and tell you that, hey boss, these are the slides and you have to study. No, this is not our style. Our style is like this. The same story you will see in my first class. There is a topic which is called financial statements and analysis. In this topic, we want to understand that how a company report its financial statements. Just imagine that if you are a table, this is my fantastic example. One day, one of the CFA level 3 passed student, he contacted with me and he told me, Bilal, I know 2 things about you. I said, okay, what are those things? He said, whenever you take an assumed company at the start of journey, your company is stable company. I said, okay, good, good. And then he said, whenever you prepare an assumed income statement, your net income is always $36 million. So I was just, what an observation. But anyways, let's say you are a table company, or I will take the practical example. You are Coca-Cola company, right? What I did, imagine I gave you $1 million as your shareholder, as your owner. And I ask you, hey boss, you should start your company on 1st Jan 2021. Now, by end of the year, when we reached at 31st December 2021, I ask you what you did with my money. Then you are telling me that, hey boss, we did this, this, this. So definitely you should present some report. Can you tell me what you will present? What is the name of that report which you will present? The answer is you will present me the financial statements. The question is, what are these financial statements? So then you told me, Bilal, look, these financial statements include, there is one of the financial statement item, which is actually called income statement. What is income statement? This is one of your reading. We will discuss this. Then you will even show me balance sheet. What is the balance sheet? We are not required to prepare balance sheet, but we are required to understand balance sheet in detail. Then there is a statement, cash flow statement, or some other statements. It means if income statement, balance sheet, you want to show me your performance or your financial situation of 2021 for this whole year, when you started your company on 1st Jan or you ended at 31st December. So how was your journey? You are preparing these financial statements. The question is, before you show me these financial statements, how you prepared these financial statements? What are the elements of financial statements? Then let's say Jamal or all other candidates, now they are telling me, Bilal, look, there are elements of financial statements. You know, ingredients, financial statements are final product. So there are elements, ingredients of these financial statements. So then I ask, okay, what are the name of these ingredients? So then you are telling me, Bilal, look, there is one word which is called sale. Now I'm asking you, for Coca-Cola company, what is sale? They are selling their bottles. Okay, so this is their sale. Then we will definitely discuss its rules and regulations later on. It's just an introduction. Then there are expenses. For example, manufacturing expenses, general expenses, admin expenses, and stop here. Hey, why not to show you practically Coca-Cola company? So this is Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola company. Within this company, I am drawing this red box. This is always my example. And this is manufacturing department. This is manufacturing department. Now, in manufacturing department, they bring some raw material. By the way, they have the formula for Coke. So they bring some raw material. There is a lot of labor here. Then they have a lot of manufacturing, only manufacturing department expenses, where they manufacture their bottles. So there is a good process of manufacturing. And then on vehicles, the bottles are going. My drawing is very bad, so you can manage with this, vehicle, which even wheel alignment is not good. Anyways, this is their manufacturing department. But in the Coca-Cola company, there is a sales department. In Coca-Cola company, there is an IT department. In Coca-Cola company, there is accounting and finance department. By the way, accounting and finance are two different things, but you should be good in accounting and finance. Because in this region, in many companies, practically I have seen accounting and finance, they are merged as a one department, especially in small or medium-sized companies. Anyways, you have legal department, you have purchase department. Okay. Now look, I will tell you in the regular class that, accounting is not difficult. I always make a statement in the class. Accounting is there to create our jobs. Otherwise, it's very simple that this is the manufacturing department. All the expenses in the manufacturing department are called cost of goods sold, COGS. So if you ask me, Bilal, why you do not write manufacturing department expenses, then yes, we can write, but then how we will create jobs for us? Let's make it technical. Let's at least show it as a technical thing. So trust me, manufacturing department expenses, ladies and gentlemen, they are called cost of goods sold. Then you ask me, Bilal, what about these, selling department, accounting and finance? So all other departments which are not involved in manufacturing, they are also, running operations. They are supporting the company. Their name is selling, general, and admin expenses. So generally in class after this, I open the Coca-Cola company income statement. Look, this is the sale of Coke. These are the manufacturing expenses. Then these are selling general and admin expenses. So it means with the help of sale and expenses, ladies and gentlemen, you will prepare income statement. So look, now it's clear. You have sale, you have all expenses. And what are expenses? Few examples I told you. Other, wait for the class, just like Netflix, which always, tricky things, they are in the next episode. So sale and expenses, you will prepare income statement. After that, I will only take your 5 minutes, only 5 minutes. There is one thing which is called asset. And I want to talk about asset. Okay. There is one thing which is called liability, loan. There is one thing which is called equity, shareholders investment. Now, just remember as a starting point and details later on, with the help of asset, with the help of liability, with the help of equity, you will prepare the balance sheet. So income statement ingredients are sale, expenses. Balance sheet ingredients are asset, liability, equity. What are asset, liability, equity? Hold on. Now, the most important thing, candidates with the help of income statement and with the help of balance sheet, we prepare cash flow statement. So trust me, if you give me now Aramco company financial statements, just income statement and balance sheet, then without looking at their cash situation, from income statement and from balance sheet, I can create a cash flow statement. So this is the basic idea how financial statements are working. Now, I will not discuss, I start then with sale expenses and everything. I will only discuss one thing. At least in this demo lecture, you should learn one thing. And I want to ask, a lot of accounting and finance background students are there. What is asset? Can you tell me what is asset? So I will start with point number 3 because due to time limit. Anyone who would like to mention what is asset? Yes, please participate. And in my class, I will ask you to participate. Make a rough guess. So what is asset of Coca-Cola company? Anyone? Please participate. I welcome you. Say something, say some practical example. Goodwill. Osama, thank you so much for this. Remember, asset is something, its formal definition, which I never recommend in CFA exam to memorize. Asset is something which give you future economic benefits. Future economic benefits. And second thing, asset is something which is under your control. Trust me, I can discuss this control in 8 hours, but that is not required. So Jamal discussed building inventory. So first of all, remember the rule of life. Machinery, very good, Junaid, very good. So asset is something, okay, Salman, valuable items of the business. Now I want to ask you, asset is something which give you the future economic benefits. So I came, shareholders, again, poor drawing, but you have to manage. Shareholder ask, hey boss, what are the assets of your company? And now you are telling, hey boss, assets are something which is giving us future economic benefits and we can control these assets. Remember, assets can be classified in 2 ways. One is called current assets. Current assets are those assets which give you the future economic benefits for one accounting period. For the time being, assume 1 year. It means for 1 year, if things are giving you the benefit, that is your current asset. I will write here one word. Generally company have cash. Generally, we assume that all the hard cash which we have or the bank accounts which we have, definitely we will use them and it will, we can buy property, we can buy land, we can pay some loan to the bank. So ultimately this cash will give us the benefit and it is in our control. So that's why cash is your current asset. I will only write one more thing. In day-to-day activities, Coca-Cola company make bottles. So let's say, I don't know what is the exact design of their bottle, but please manage. The bottles, what they will do? They will sell these bottles. When they will sell, they will get some money or a promise for that money. So it means these bottles, which are technically called inventory. I told you, Coca-Cola company should write bottles. It was very easy, but accounting said, no, boss, we have to create jobs for the accountants. So write it inventory. In day-to-day activities, whatever you produce, that is called inventory. For Coke, what is inventory? Let me take my pen. For Coke, what is inventory? Bottles. For BMW, what is inventory? Their cars. For Kaplan, what is inventory? Our books. It means for Apple, what is inventory? Their laptop, or let's say their iPhone. So in day-to-day activities, what you sell, you will get benefit and you are controlling. That is your inventory. One more thing, I'm not going in extra detail. Other type of assets are called non-current assets. Remember, non-current assets mean there are some things, as you highlighted, which are giving you benefit not in 1 year, but in multiple accounting period. So I will take your examples, as Mr. Jamal said, that there is a building. Okay. Then Junaid said it's inventory. Someone else said valuable machinery, machinery. So remember, in accounting again, we write a term PPMC. This is called property, plant, and equipment. Junaid, I want to actually ask this. I want to ask this. And that is my first question. And that will be learning today. Okay, that will be learning. Property, plant, and equipment mean these are those items to which physically you can touch. Yes, generally you use them for more years. So that's why property, plant, and equipment is a non-current asset of the company. What are rules we will discuss later on. I am writing one thing more, software. Let's say your company bought Oracle R12. It's an ERP, enterprise resource planning. You can do accounting, you can do finance, marketing, all modules are there. Or you bought Oracle, you bought S&P, you bought Tele, or, in my initial days, I was the trainer even at that time. I have, the keen interest in Tele, in QuickBook, in Sage 50, in Peachtree, then Oracle R12, then SAP. These are all accounting software, which we are using. Through use, we will get the benefit. So software is also your non-current asset. But the difference is property, plant, and equipment in accounting, because we can physically touch to the property, plant, and equipment, that is called a tangible non-current asset. You can physically touch. So that's why it's called tangible non-current asset. But to the software, it is in the system. You cannot physically touch, but it is giving you the benefit. There was a word goodwill. So what is goodwill? I will discuss later on. It's not reputation, by the way. So software, it's a non-current asset, but it is called intangible non-current asset. What is this? Intangible. Something which is giving you the benefit, but you cannot touch it. Now I have a question. This is the detail. I have a question. And I will highlight what Junaid said. Junaid, you are applying on me, and trust me, it's not good for me, but I will still apply on myself. Okay. Do you think Bilal, who is the CFA charter holder, is an asset? Question is asset for Kaplan? Yes or no? And then I will tell you amazing thing, and then we will conclude. Yes. Do you think I'm asset of Kaplan? Any idea? Please say yes. You can say no. It's up to you. Yes, other candidates, make a rough guess. No one have covered it. Make a rough guess. Sorry to say, whenever you are sitting with boss or expected boss and your colleagues, and they tell you that, hey, I cannot take, there are a lot of names. In fact, there is a long list. And they tell you, hey, okay, Jamal, very good, very good. Remember, whenever they tell you that you are the valuable asset of the company, then just smile and tell them, I'm not asset of the company in accounting. In accounting. You know why? The reason I will tell you now. Remember, Bilal, or anyone, all of you, if you are working in a company, yes, my company agree with me, and trust me, I'm not a bad employee. Okay, so they agree with me that yes, we are getting future economic benefits from you, so trust me, I'm giving future economic benefits to my company. But International Accounting Standard 38, intangible assets, I believe in paragraph number 53 it right, ladies and gentlemen, the employee or Bilal or anyone, now the dangerous word, so I'm using anyone, the second criteria is not there. You know what is written? I'm telling you, there might be a death incident by of employee, company cannot control it. The employee can become mental case, out of sense, insane, company cannot control it. Employee can breach the contract, and ultimately even the company sue, but still employees away, so company is not getting future economic benefits. Due to these practical reasons, as Jamal said, company have no direct control over employee, so company cannot classify its employees as an asset. So the answer is no. Remember, no. There is only one exception. I don't know if you are Ronaldo or Messi lover. Sorry for that. So I'm using both examples and I will tell you what is my choice. Anyways, remember in these football companies, or let's say Sachin Tendulkar, or let's say some other players, so remember, they are exceptional cases. Their employees are traded like a product. Okay. Why? Because so they are exceptional cases. So if someone tell you, hey, Bilal told you, but it is not applying on these Manchester United or Liverpool. Yes, that is correct. But that is a only exceptional situation where employees can be treated as an asset. Generally, employees cannot be treated as an asset. So only the learning. So now if someone tells you that, hey, you are the valuable employee, then respond in Jamal way that technically not, but emotionally yes. Okay, because you have to take care of their emotions as well. Anyways, candidates, definitely it's a, you know, undisputed king of CFA level 1 is financial statements analysis. And trust me, I will not teach you like a class. I will tell you, hey boss, this is the company, this is a practical situation, and let's discuss that situation. When the situation is done, I will tell you that, okay, now let's give them appropriate technical words. Okay, so then we will give them like appropriate technical words. Even I use my mobile phone and I say, okay, concept is clear, now let's take something tissue and we will use its new name as this technical name, write it, and then you will get idea what is happening in accounting. By the way, if you have any general question, you can ask me. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. And we are here for your support. And trust me, what is the most important thing which I consider or our team consider, that is the support of the CFA candidates. So we are here physically available during your classes. You can come here, you can ask your doubts, you can contact us personally, you can contact through WhatsApp, you can contact through LMS, a dedicated student relationship officer, like even this session, Miss Sandy is joining. So they will be here for your support. So from our side, there will be 100% support. From your side, only commitment is required. So I'm not asking you that I will take your unlimited time. Only commitment is required. That, okay, slowly you will continue. And then for sure, in my next CFA level 1 info webinar, I believe your names will be on the slide, definitely after your approval, and you will be an example in the market. And then you can knock the door of the market, all prestigious companies here or in all over the world, because undisputed king in the market is the CFA charter. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for this all input. And let's catch up in lovely sessions. And you can take sales related information right now, or even with our program advisors. And even let me show you some detail if you want to contact. So this is our detail. You can contact us with Dima, Kaplan Professional Middle East. Email is there, mobile is there. You can follow us on Insta. Even my students are always connected with me through LinkedIn, and we have, you know, amazing things to share through LinkedIn. And even on YouTube, you can follow us. Thank you so much for your time and for your. Sure, Junaid, then you will get a lot of insights through LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome everyone. And let's catch up in our upcoming sessions. And with a lot of commitment, definitely we are going to smash our CFA exams. Thank you so much, everyone. Still, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. Okay, thank you. And all the best to all the candidates. And just believe in yourself. I repeat, just believe in yourself and trust me, it's nothing. You can do it very easily because the big experts are here to guide you in detail, right? Welcome, everyone. I'm going to end the session. Stay safe. Good night. Welcome, everyone. So all the names, welcome.